another Rev-A-Shelf product. They make two, well, this is like the 24-inch by 24-inch drawer divider, and they make two different ones. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going across. The other one has like 7. There's a lot more. So this would be for like, you know, spatulas and turners and whisks and tongs and things like that. So I have to cut this to make this fit the drawer, and I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do here. So, you know, I have to cut it horizontally, and I can cut it here and leave this side full, but that makes this one over here kind of useless in my opinion. So I think that what I want to do is actually cut both of them and just end up with like 5 uniform pieces. And then it's kind of the same thing from front to back. I can either cut off this front piece or I can cut off this back piece. And for that, I'm probably going to cut off this front piece. It just seems to make more sense. This is going to be narrower, but I think this back adds some structure there, so I don't necessarily want to negatively impact that. So let's figure out where we're going to cut this. 20 5/8. 20 5/8. So we want this to be pretty snug. So 20 5/8. And I'm gonna take the line here instead of leaving the line. So we've got that, and then on the sides, we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do there. So this is 19 3/4. I'm going to do 2 inches off this side. And then I will, after I'm done cutting this, measure out to my 19 and bring that down. I'm using my Milwaukee circular saw. It's an M18. I've had this for quite a while. It's the it's not the fuel version. It's just the regular 6.5 inch circular. I've got a Diablo blade in here. That's it's a pretty fine blade, wooden metal mixed. It's one of those ones that like can cut through nails. So I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to start off on this back side. I'm going to just set the blade 3/4 inch of depth. So we've got this cut. Now we just need to do our 19 3/4 on that side. All right, so here we are. Cut this down, and we have to figure out now, do I want this slot to be in the front or the back? I think I want it in the front. Cut this just a little bit tight, so I'm just going to trim this front edge. All right, and there we go. So there's our drawer, and we have our insert installed. So now we can put this drawer back in, and we can put our utensils in it. One thing that I really like about this is that it's fairly high. So with a lot of these drawer dividers, they end up really low, and you can have things that kind of spill over into the next compartment. I like this is almost as high as the drawer. And yeah, I think it makes really useful space. Super high quality. It doesn't have a lot of thickness. It's, you know, it's whatever that is. It's about a 3/8 of an inch thick on all of these dividers, as well as the thickness of the bottom board. But they don't have those layers like a lot of the bamboo ones do, where they're sliding in and out over the top of each other. So therefore, you don't end up with that built out center where you lose, you know, 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch in the middle. So let's get this installed. All right, here's a finished product. So we can see that it fills the drawer really nicely. Because it's obviously larger than the drawer in both dimensions, so as long as you cut it well, it's going to do that. I don't have any sort of adhesive or anything like that keeping this in. It's just flush fitting, and you can fit quite a bit of stuff in it. I like how nice and deep it is, and the fact that the walls are high so things don't spill over into the next place. I do wish that we had less of some of these things, but it's not 100% my decision. So that's it. We'll do some more drawers, and I'll show you the progress along the way.